Bill Langan, reading for RODE. What does it mean, the second violinist? It means I was not good enough to be the first violinist. Mind you, you have to be pretty good to be second violinist in the Berlin Philharmonic, even though I say so myself. The party? No, never. Never. I hated them. Believe me, please. I know everyone says now they hated the Nazis, but in my case it was absolutely true. I am a Catholic. In the convent, it was totally against my conscience. It's difficult to explain what it was like. Terror. Terror, that's what you felt from morning till night. Even asleep, you felt terror. In the early days, of course, we were much more open about our opposition. I'm talking 33, 34. But I think back to some of the things I said. I shudder. My God, I told jokes, anti-Hitler jokes. I was famous for my anti-Hitler jokes. For example, this one joke, very famous around 33, 34. A couple of old Jews, one says to the other, I have 2 bits of news, one good, one bad. Tell me the good news first. Hitler is dead. What's the bad news? It's not true. This is the kind of joke I would tell. You want to know something about Dr. Furtwängler, This man is without a doubt one of the most courageous people it has ever been my honor to know. We all acknowledge he is a god among musicians. In my humble second violinist opinion, he's the greatest conductor alive. No, true, I have not played under Toscanini, but I have heard the recordings, and the emotion is not the same. Toscanini is a metronome. Dr. Furtwängler is an artist. No. Wilhelm Furtwängler is a genius. Without question. Without equal. Is it true you're going to interview him today? Berlin is full of rumors. I heard you hear all kinds of things. If rumors were edible, we'd all be well fed. If I may say so, I hope that you will see that he is well guarded. There are so many crazy people about. Here's something that may interest you. On a famous occasion, I think it was the Second Winter Assistance charity program, an old Beethoven concert. And this was 35. It was suddenly announced that Hitler was going to attend. Wow. As you can imagine, the maestro was outraged. You know how angry he was? He ripped the wooden covering off the radiator in his dressing room. That's how angry he was. Because what could he do? They couldn't tell Hitler not to attend. Yeah, you see, the problem was the Nazi salute. He refused to give it. I heard this with my own ears. I heard him say, I don't have to acknowledge him at all. Over and over again, I heard him say this. But how could he avoid giving the Hitler salute with Satan actually present in the audience? You know who came up with the solution? I said, Maestro, why not enter with your baton in your right hand? Hitler will be sitting in the front row, and if you give the salute with the baton in your right hand, it'll look like you're going to poke his eyes out. He was really grateful for that suggestion. He came onto the podium, baton in his right hand, which meant he couldn't give the salute. He just bowed quickly, immediately turned to us, and even while the audience was still applauding, he gave the signal to begin. I'll tell you something I did that was disreputable. I stole that baton as a memento of a great act of courage. I still have it. I should have brought it to show you. Mind you, it was always a joke in the orchestra, his baton. He was very eccentric technique. He waves, he sways, he jiggles. God knows when you were meant to come in. His downbeat was always subject of jokes. Other musicians used to ask us, how do you know when to play the first chord of the eroica? When his baton reaches the third stud on his shirt, we used to say. Or how do you know when to start the semiquavers in the beginning of the ninth? We used to tell them, the moment the maestro enters, we all walk around our chairs 3 times, sit down and count to 10 and play. Or when we lose patience. Yet, he can produce musical sounds like no other human being alive.